What's going on, everybody? It is me again. It is time to lean in, bitch. First of all, welcome and happy Halloween. One of my favorite holidays. I'm here with Asia and Jasmine. You know, Chase said hallelujah, hallelujah to happy Halloween, baby. What's going on, everybody? It's back. We're back for another Real Housewives of Potomac. I would say I miss y'all. I mean, I'm talking to y'all on the panel too, but I missed everybody. It's been
Oh,
a minute.
Like a minute.
Stop it on the screen. But how y'all doing today, Asia? Miss Cruella, I'm assuming.
Cruella. I'm fresh off a plane again.
Oh,
So
listen, I understand that lifestyle. Trust me. And Jazz, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm Sanaa Lathan from Love and Basketball.
Jasmine has legit, before we got on this camera, she has given all these people that she's supposed to be for Halloween.
I am.
Okay, well, you know what? You can be whoever you want to be.
you
That's
not
We're
Lathan.
at the lean. We accept all kinds and all people
See,
and
Chase
all
thinks
costumes.
it.
All right, y'all.
You
Well,
ain't got no basketball or nothing.
let's go ahead and get it started. It's ladies' night. We ain't had ladies' night in a long time. It's been a minute. Ladies' night. When we say it, let's mean it's me, Asia, and Jasmine. So it's gonna be fun. It's always fun, but it's gonna be real fun, real special. Of course, before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Last week I saw that the Beverly Hills wrapped up really successful season, and we have Married to Medicine coming to an end shortly. So make sure y'all like and finish these last few days. I know some of y'all watch specific shows for specific people, but you should continue to watch all of our shows because we're just as funny on every show. So stay around, stick around, subscribe, like the video. All right. So last week I actually watched Potomac while I was in Guatemala, and I was a little drunk, but I did watch it and I called in. And so here we are. And this week, pretty light episode. I felt it was compared to last week. So we can kind of get into it. Um, I guess to start off the episode, we get a scene with Wendy and Eddie. And Wendy, the first thing, I don't know if y'all noticed, but when she said that I had a conversation with your buddy, and Eddie said, no, first of all, let's be clear, that's your buddy. That's not my buddy. And I don't know what that's about because we don't really know Eddie that well, but Eddie doesn't really give off that kind of energy. So what do
Right.
y'all think that was about? If
That he
y'all
don't fuck
got
with that
anything.
man.
Right.
That he watch him on TV and he don't fuck with that man.
Right. He don't know like that. I mean, I
Okay.
just feel like that was just he wanted to be clear while we was on TV, while everybody was looking.
Mm.
We're just being clear. So
Okay. I got the same thing, but I was like, he was very clear. She was just like, okay. But in this whole scene, she is trying to sell this restaurant idea. That they showed the flashbacks of her meeting with Peter, and he is just really not on board. And he brings up her candle situation last year, and so I asked y'all, do you think Eddie is going about this right, or could he be more supportive of what she's trying to do? I'll start with you, Jasmine.
I think if they didn't have three kids
Mm-hmm.
or like a whole life going on, then I might understand the thought of, well, he ain't never really down, you know what I'm saying? But I think that it's been clear that Wendy doesn't really have the business mind
Mm-hmm.
in that doctorate. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that he just gives her, I'm just saying, I just think he gives her a dose of reality. I think that is, appreciated in a relationship. So,
Mhm.
Right. Okay. Asia.
I think there's a reason that he is like, I don't support this, and he don't want to say it on camera. But I think it deep down inside is here. I want to do business with that man.
He
um,
probably thinking what we all think. It's Peter.
it's Peter.
You
Yeah,
should.
I don't think that he would have a problem supporting a restaurant or probably any of her investments.
Yeah.
And then because he knows that she gets like she doesn't know what she's doing when it comes. You could always hire people in for that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
So I think the restaurant thing he probably would be down for. It's the aspect of it being Peter, and
Mm.
she doesn't really know how to even get started with these businesses.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what? I think is I don't think it's I think Peter is like 10% of it. I think it's the fact that she goes around and she talks about how she has so much on her plate. but she's constantly adding more to her damn play. Her play is very low vibrational at this moment because she's constantly it's just like that play. It has
low vibration
just think about it. Just think about it. Let's low vibrational Wendy. What I mean by that is, okay, she does commentary, political commentary. Then she's a doctor. Then she wants to do candles. Then she want to get her titties done. Then it's not saying all that can't happen at once, but now she wants to restaurant. It's a lot of things on that plate. It's just too much. And I think he realistically is just like, you already don't have time for this, and you own this damn show. Let's be honest, Wendy is staying afloat on this show. Realistically, I like Wendy still, but it's like they phasing her out. And I feel like between all of those things and this restaurant, it's just kind of random. It's kind of, I'm not thinking back to the side with her mom, because I remember her mom was like she didn't really like what she was trying to do. But I know if her mama was mad then, her mama is pissed right now because she is not following any path, not even Wendy's path. I don't really know what path she's on at this moment, so I don't know.
It's okay to like switch up what you're doing, but you got to be smart enough to know how to hire the right people for businesses that you don't have no business doing.
Yeah.
I mean, people get ideas all the time, but they don't know how to implement them. So I just feel like what Asia said, she really wants to get far in the businesses that she has. Then she needs to start making those like business minded decisions and delegating some stuff to other people to handle on some real shit. I feel like like that plate like full of shit. Like she just wants to add more without eating for real. Because what they say, like jack of all trades, master of none, and stuff like that. She don't want to be a person that's seen as somebody that can't finish.
True. Very true. Okay, so we talked about that, and so after they have the conversation about that, he expresses how he feels. She goes and she talks about what happened at the TikTok Ashley Darby's little event and how she got into it with Robyn. And she says that basically Robyn was being aggressive. It came out of nowhere. I agree. I wasn't here last week to talk on it, but I did feel like her energy, Robyn's energy, was very. I don't think it was warranted. It's just like she was like on 10. And then even the moment when she stood up last week, I just found it to be very odd, But then again, not odd for Robyn, just odd that it happened because Robyn, let's be honest, Robyn has shown us many times she is very aggressive. And I'm using that term correctly because she's shown us many times that she is aggressive. Woman or not, it is what it is. And so I'm not surprised that she's doing that because last year she tried to turn it on Wendy and tell her she was being aggressive in one moment. I think they were on a boat, but Robyn has constantly shown us this is nothing new from what I've seen in the last 7 seasons. And so then she tells Eddie that not only was she not invited, but her kids were not invited to the fun day. And she also tells him about them coming for Chris. And Eddie is really trying. Eddie is kind of someone he on Chris's side. He's like, dang, they coming for Chris. What Chris do? Does y'all have any thoughts on this conversation that she had with him of any of those 3 topics?
Chris innocent. He innocent. And so I think that's what I think if Eddie could yell that out on camera, he would have like my nigga innocent.
Right. But it also gives like a shout to like now they trying to get Chris. Like it's like always a target with them or some shit like that. And it's just like why can't people just leave people alone? I mean, I just think that it's funny how like they were telling the same story, but they was like totally different. They were like different, but not different at the same time. So Robyn was aggressive. She gets up in people's face all the time, and nobody does anything about it. So
ever.
True.
This is my fingers in your face. That's Robyn. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, and shut up. If I choke you with this umbrella.
Right. Right.
I mean, let's be clear. Or let's not forget when she.
Oh wow, she did like this. I mean, just giving you what was going on.
I don't know that because I was traumatized by that experience.
Which you did so many times last season. You was up there.
It was traumatizing. Why she do that? She's an aggressive spirit. She's an aggressive.
She is.
And I think she wanna find the problem with Wendy. And I feel like it's really hard to really pinpoint and find a problem with Wendy aside from her being fake.
Yeah.
And they're just reaching for it. Like I said, I'm not super on Wendy's side, but
well, here's the thing. You know what? I think she has valid reason for not liking Wendy because I mean, Wendy, they did go just because. So Robyn, realistically, she's a tough girl, but she's really kind of an easy target in this group. She has Giselle who kind of like puppet masters these girls, but realistically, Robyn, she gets read by Karen. Last season, Wendy ate her up. You know, she really did, and I think she, like somebody said in the chat, she really can't fight with her words with anybody, actually, especially not Wendy. Yeah. And I think that, you know, she is really just upset of everything last year. And so she's finding any reason because in that moment last week, it was just so, she got so loud and rowdy so fast. It's like, I really wish she would just say, okay, girl, I just don't like you. Every time you come in the room, every time you breathe, I don't like it. But it's just weird, especially on the cast where she has to film. You know, we've seen people like when Nene and Kenya was at it, they hated each other. We knew that, right? Robyn is like, I don't get it.
Nobody understands. And was Robyn drunk last week after the dance thing?
I don't know. What made you ask?
I don't know.
What made me ask? Because I understand you get loud and rowdy when you got some sips in you.
No, she didn't.
Okay, well, I was trying.
You know what it is? It's those hats. Those hats are selling. She got a little money from the hats. She won a prenup. She the heavyweight champ. That's what's happening.
Somebody said Robyn to pay her taxes and she coming for everybody.
Right. It's like something. She is out of debt. She got a nice house. She got that little duplex. She good. So yeah, I get it.
I mean, I definitely don't know because at the end of the day, like if you say somebody's an easy target, like I said last week, she was on go. Like you said, anything that she said that she was going to, she was on go. Yeah. She was about to. She was ready for it. Like what even she was mad at, Wendy didn't even say. So she's making up shit like in her mind that don't even make sense, and it just looks weird. Like you said, it was odd, it was cringy, and it's just like I hate when Robyn does that whole when she gets up, she talks to the world. Like I don't know, I'm sitting down because I hate when she talks to third person.
She talked like she got food in her mouth all the time.
Not mush mouth. That's
I feel like based off her tagline, it seems like she's going to be a bone carrier, a bone collector, and the person that she feels is going to say stuff when nobody else will, or when nobody else, will. I feel like that's going to, because she said that I may not be on time, but I'm always time for the truth. Something like that. Like clearly she's trying to be that person this season, and it's looking like it. I need her to talk, give it to us, but damn, I mean,
and make it make sense because Wendy didn't say that.
Yeah.
Unless we didn't see it, because Wendy was like, "Who said what?"
Right.
You came over here saying it was only me and Giselle. She literally, we saw her saying, "Now who did that? Just who?"
Yeah.
Right.
Child.
Okay, so why are we talking about Robyn in the same moment? There's a scene with Robyn and Juan. And they practicing for this fun day. I can't wait to talk about this fun day because that was the most tired fun day I've ever seen. Don't matter if it was family or not. No, she and it was on TV too. She should have an ass beat for that. But they're having a little like practice or whatever, and Juan is there with 2 kids and Robyn. And what took me out was when he said a world-class bench player. Juan was actually kind of gagged that was it. It looked like if they went on camera, and if Robyn, he probably would have popped that boy.
That little boy would have got snatched.
He would have got snatched.
You ready to say that shit on camera too? Like he ain't
you can tell because Juan didn't even turn back around. Like he stayed looking at that little boy. Like what you say?
Yeah, I'm looking over, didn't he?
Exactly.
I was like, "Woo!" That was one of them moments when you a little kid and you be like, "Oh, I went a little too far. My bad."
Yeah. Right.
At least he had a haircut.
You said what?
At least he had a haircut.
Yeah, he was ready for fun day.
Yeah, I guess.
But so outside of that, Robyn tells Juan that she did not invite Wendy, and so she comes up with this plan that Wendy can't come, but how about I invite her kids and have Candace bring Wendy's kids? That way, that it's no longer about you know, you and I guess her and Wendy, that, you know, her, I guess it's her olive branch. I think that's some bullshit. I understand it's reality TV, so I give her a point in that aspect. But when it comes to real life, there is no way she could have thought that those kids would have been coming, and then try to turn her around later on and say that, okay, so it's not about the kids. Like, no, it was, she made it about the kids from the beginning when she didn't invite her, and it was a family fun day. Like, let's just be clear, it's a family fun day. Nobody, it wasn't a let me take my kids to the mall and drop them off. It was a family fun day, right? It was supposed to be something. But she tells Juan, and Juan is like, okay, you know, he supports it. Like, what? Okay.
He a dude, like that don't count.
Yeah.
Anytime a man thinks something is a good idea, it's not.
It's not. No, I ain't gonna say it ain't, but I mean, for you to even be like, well, yeah, I mean, look at you having options.
No,
Right.
It was very, he definitely was patting on the back, like, look at you, cat, you, that's a good idea.
Right. Loser.
Sir, no. All husbands don't have good ideas. I'll just say that.
No.
Probably because he didn't think it was that deep. Like, why are you not inviting them children to the damn thing? Weird ass.
Yeah, no. And also he agreed when she told him about the whole Chris situation, and Juan said that Chris should apologize to Giselle if she felt like she was uncomfortable. Do y'all think that that's something that should be done?
No, she wasn't. He didn't make her uncomfortable. The environment she was in made her uncomfortable because she put herself in that uncomfortable situation. He didn't do anything.
My thing is, if they were on the same accord as far as just like the story goes, because Giselle says that he asked her to go to the room. He said that she asked him to go to the room, and that's where it gets mucky for me. Because if she, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, I get it, you know, me too and all that stuff, but at the same time, that doesn't mean to disregard everybody's side of that story. So, but if Chris was like,
she said she suggested to go to their room, and she was fine with it because she thought her glam was going to be there. That was what she originally said. She changed it later.
Okay.
So she wants to know. And then if some man asked me to go to my room,
she said she made it seem like he knew that her glam was not there.
Right.
Yeah, like, so then also, because I haven't gotten to talk about it, so I'm sorry, but you can't, if you don't want somebody in your space, you don't say, okay, let's go to my space, and then both of you go to that space.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's some complete bullshit, in my opinion. And yes, I can see the environment. Like, you be like, oh shit, I didn't even think about it. Like, I'm in this room with somebody's husband. Let me get the fuck up out of here. I can see that, but don't say that he made you feel uncomfortable. The environment that you were in made you feel uncomfortable, but he didn't do anything to make you feel uncomfortable because you said that.
My thing is, I thought that in this episode that she said, you know, in her confessionals, trying to make a quick joke, when Candace showed up and she was like, hey, Candace, don't get mad. Just tell your husband not to go to people's rooms. So that's where I'm getting it, because, you know, at that point, I mean, I feel like he should apologize if, you know, that made her feel uncomfortable. But in the grand scheme of it, I just don't like the muddy waters of the story. If you're gonna feel uncomfortable, be all the way honest. It shouldn't even be like a second side to me.
Yeah, no. First of all, I like the story. I'm not discrediting her, but anytime I hear Giselle and glam, it just don't go.
Huh? Now what?
Oh my God!
Glam in the same sentence, it don't make sense. A lie.
But she had it though.
Giselle has cow. She don't have glam. She has cow. Okay.
He got cow.
He do her makeup, her dress. He do all this.
He don't do shit. He just sit there and she throw on what she want to wear. I've never been convinced that somebody was dressing her or styling her, but her. Okay.
Oh my God.
Think about it. We never see her glam in any of her individual scenes on the show. We never see Glam when she be in the house and she in that room with that Versace bedspread. Well, what she do? She pull it out her closet and she decide. Well, she asks the girls what to wear. We don't never see no damn Glam. Just saying.
And you're right about it.
You
in the room.
Maybe
my biggest problem with ankles is that the story is changing, and the story with Chris has not changed, and the fact that my girl Candace hasn't even wavered.
Yeah.
Giselle is bullshitting, and people, certain things you don't play with, and that's a topic, Miss Gizzard. You don't play with it, and it's unfortunate that you're doing this on camera, because now Chris is like, okay, I ain't got to be around y'all bitches.
Right.
And that's why I was like, I don't want him to not come around because X, Y, and Z. Nah, you got it. Y'all hoes got it. I was trying to be nice, but y'all hoes got it.
Yeah. Yep. So she actually calls Candace and she asks Candace, to get you asking. Candace like, okay, yeah, I'll ask. But we find out later that it ain't going nowhere. I'm surprised Candace even agreed. I would have just been like, girl, I'm not getting in that. Or I would have told her right then, listen, if you want her kids to come, you should have. I would have said something. I don't know. I feel like maybe Candace should have said something like that. Because I'd be like, I'm not finna ask that. Like, no.
You can hear the Candace voice. Candace was like, okay.
Right.
She probably went along with it.
But I knew that she was going to be a dud. So no.
Right. Okay. So then we get a small scene with Karen, and nothing really happens in the scene. She talks about that she can't eat chicken no more. She's getting up there in age. She's been told she can't eat no chicken. It doesn't digest for her. And she's on the phone with Raven and talking about, Ray and how Ray is against like her getting work done. I still don't know when did he stop being comfortable with her getting work done, because she has gotten work done before. And you can watch from season 1, and I ain't heard about this before. But any thoughts on this scene? No?
I like their relationship, Raven and
I did too. She loves her. Well, definitely loves her Raven. Yeah. I haven't seen the son in a while. Is it Brandon is his name?
Yeah.
I think. I'm not sure. Okay. So then we get a scene with Ashley. And one thing I've noticed is that, I have a question. Why have we never seen Ashley have a friend until now? Doesn't it seem convenient?
She's trying to get her blackness together.
I ain't never seen her with nobody black other than Sheila. That's it.
Home girl.
And the cast. That's it. I ain't never seen her. So she did say home girl, and I said home girl.
Right. She's really my home girl.
Oh.
Of course, gonna try to make us think her kids is mixed, and she gonna do everything in her power to give her kids some blackness.
Well, it's too late. They white as hell.
Not that it's too late.
It's too late.
And she just as white too. She has been. So when she said home girl, I damn near said, is that a black scent? Because that's what I feel from her. It's a black scent. Because I'm like, home girl, you don't talk like this, but okay, whatever. I guess it's whatever.
We don't even talk like that no more, because we definitely gonna say home girl. This my home girl, and
I say home girl. I be playing, but I be like,
but you really got home girls. This
I do.
And you say like, oh, that's my homegirl so and so. Like, you don't just say, oh, my homegirl.
That's really my homegirl.
It was very my homegirl. And then they flashed back on her
at that concert.
And I about fell out. I said, this is embarrassing.
I was hollering.
Like that was awful.
But my question is she trying to paint like a narrative like, now that I'm free, I'm going to hang out with people that he wouldn't let me hang out with, my black side of my family, my black friends. Like, I don't want that to be like hanging in like a low hanging fruit when it comes to that. Like, everything about Ashley just seems so forced and fake with me. So it's going to take a lot.
And it wasn't her homegirl name. Did you get it? Was Auntie? But it was like her name was Antea, but it's spelled literally Aunt and T.
No,
I didn't even see. That's the same girl. That's the same girl from the Playdate, right? A couple of episodes ago.
No,
that's another homegirl.
Yes, another homegirl. She got
That house
two
ain't never.
very other racially ambiguous looking black friends. Yes.
I thought they were the same
right.
person. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
my goodness.
Period.
Okay,
Period.
so in this scene with her homegirl, they're working on a
Ashley's
statement.
trying to lead this and get to this.
Period.
Oh. But child, she's still over there.
She's still over there.
She's still
Over
here.
there
No,
on the
she's
other
still
that
here.
side
On
right
that
there.
side, right.
And she will always be over there. Okay. um. So they're working on a statement basically to where she can publicly reveal her divorce. At this moment, they've been talking about it in a group, but it has not actually been revealed, I guess, to the world, to us. Allegedly. Allegedly, because a lot of us, specifically this blog right here, knew way before it was announced. And we'll talk about that later too.
We been new.
We knew. We
Been
knew. And so in this moment, she is working on, they kind of showed this whole little video reel of like their moments in their marriage. She's like reading out the letter. She's like, Michael and I for the last 8 years, and whatever she says. And they show every moment from the show, from the cheating thing to him when he was holding that glass laughing. And this, what I was like, divorce is supposed to be sad. This moment's supposed to be sad. But baby, I was just like, yes, girl.
We cheering just like him.
Because I have never liked their marriage. I found it to be kind of like ill, especially when he started to do a lot of things, what I'm saying, at her, even not liking her. I just felt like nobody deserved. She's so young. She's, a pretty girl, to some people, whatever. But I feel as though like she didn't have to go through the stuff she did. And so honestly, when they were going through this moment, I wasn't sad. I felt fine. Did y'all have any feelings of tears? And I was happy.
I don't think anybody felt any.
Okay, if you felt something from this, I know divorce is not a good thing, but baby, I felt more when Kenya and Walter broke it off. I'm saying, because
not Kenya and Walter.
I'm just saying, like I felt more for that. I didn't feel it.
I didn't know we were supposed to be feeling that.
I think they were trying to with the way she wrote it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. She was writing it out, and then I think editing showed some of the funny clips from them. Right. I'm glad they didn't show that when she had that cheetah dress on last season. Though.
Oh, thank God!
Thank God they spared us. I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
I don't really. I mean, I think I think everything that she's going through, she deserves.
Oh, wow,
man.
I don't think she deserves to be cheated on, but
I don't think she
think that, because I think that bitch deserved to be cheated on. I think she deserved everything she gets.
But I do think karma is real.
It is real.
And she has poked at other marriages, and whether it's for a show or whatever it is, the check, But the thing with hers is that she's always lived in a glass house, like since season 1 with Michael. So realistically, it ain't like she never acted like she was perfect. At least we can say that she kind of rolled with the punches when it came to Michael. She just kind of she got her ass beat.
She didn't have a choice. She ain't got no money. She not working nothing. She was living under a bridge. So I mean, we can easily just keep going back.
Oh my God! Oh my God! My thing is, I just don't know the intentions. It's hard for me. Like Ashley, I still don't like her, but to me, she's a good actress. She has me confused on a lot of things. I don't know what's real when it comes to her, but I think that what you say.
That's what's real. That forehead.
I don't know what's real, but I think that I just don't know the intentions of what their marriage is. Like sometimes I be feeling like she really do like him and is really attracted to him in some way. But then sometimes I'm like Mia, you should have had 4 if you was doing this. So maybe, I don't know.
She's not smart. So
you're not smart. You're not smart. No. I know y'all see Sass K. She said hit that like button. Shout out to Sass K, who is here every time we have our shows, making sure that everybody hits the like button. We appreciate you, Sass K. Who is Ashley's beautiful, but her glam does not know what to do with her. I agree. She is she's not really
You think she's beautiful?
Huh?
I think that she's an attractive woman, but you could tell.
I don't think she's unattractive. Like
yeah, she's a pretty girl.
Yeah, like she's not ugly.
She just used to be dirty in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like she just gave me that vibe. Like
mildew.
Her shoes was dirty and like, her hair was never combed. She had like a big hair, but it was never combed, and it was like her polos was dingy. It just gave me like she just came from like a dusty place.
Mildewy, moldy,
dusty. I don't mean to be mean though. That's just
no. I'm just listening. That's your square.
I'm just saying. I don't think
that's your square.
No, I'm just saying she just like you could just like the thing she wear like the reunion that dress with that like it. I mean that's why I feel like pageantry was a perfect place for her to be with the upbringing that she got because there's so much direction and so much you got to be perfect. You just stand there, you do what they tell you to do. So she don't have no sense of style because she just probably wore like Shaqs.
It's because she evil.
Not Shaqs. Not laughed at myself.
That's how I know. That's how we know she ain't got no homegirls. Anybody who got homegirls, they usually got some kind of style, some fashion. She just tack it.
Yeah, they would give you something like, bitch, you about to be on TV. We can't have you looking like this.
I mean, her homegirl had them straight dicks. So I don't know. Everybody just might be just chilling. Yeah.
Chase said, wait, who dingy and dusty? Mel said, Ashley, they saying.
They
are saying. Allegedly, she was dingy and dusty.
Right. That was the top right square.
Yeah, sorry. I mean,
it is what it is. Okay.
We ain't editing this out, baby.
Like she didn't brush her hair or nothing.
Nope.
Okay. See, Jasmine, you still going.
I'm still going.
You won't even stop.
Did y'all have any thoughts on Mia and Gordon's little scene as she bashes her mother again? A whole season later.
Just awful. With that weird.
She's still. I mean, I thought her mama was in a better place, and she is still coming at this lady time. I mean, it's so unfortunate that the only woman in my life that has not been influential is my mom. And I'm like,
that is hurtful.
We heard this again,
right?
We heard this. We heard enough last season. I'm sorry, Mia. Like, okay.
At some point, you gotta forgive and forget, or leave your mama the fuck alone.
Why doesn't she?
Parents aren't perfect, especially your old ass mama. Like, these people were coming up through shit, just having shit thrown at them. No guidance, no nothing. So if your mama like a little fun drugs on the side, oh well, bitch, it wasn't that important.
They call them party drugs.
Or whatever, party drugs.
I'm no razzle dazzle.
They made a song about it. Let it go, because you said yourself it was a disease, and if your mama had cancer or something, you wouldn't be coming to her, and she abandoned you for her cancer. You wouldn't be coming to her like this.
Right.
So if it's a disease and you really think it's a disease and you're acknowledging it as that, leave your motherfucking mama alone.
Yeah, it's my thing is like at this point, okay, we heard it. Why don't you be the example that you want her to be? Because right now, Mia, you are online in this current day, like yesterday, is basically admitting to being a liar.
Right. Every day.
Like she's admitting in real time to being a liar because they called her out on because she got a lot of backlash last week after saying that, well, girl, I got something to add too because Chris was looking at me, and no, Chris is not looking at her
at all, and she over there sitting there ear hustling about Candace disdain for the shit that's going on, and I mean, I was really just confused because Mia's mom was just in the first episode asking her about her cancer.
Yeah, well, she had a good ponytail and she was happy.
Well, I didn't like that ponytail, but
she had you
like it's either her ponytail or Sheila wig. Pick one.
Sheila's wig because
neither. Sheila's wigs. You know what? Sheila, when Sheila put those wigs on, she knows she be bad. In that kitchen, with her brother. But yeah, I'm a hush.
Oh,
I don't want to bash Mia's mom anymore than Mia does. She already
right.
Mia mama had that little ponytail shaking, but she looked just fine. She looked like somebody healthy mama.
Okay, you're healthy,
and that's all you can ask for.
I thought she looked fine. I ain't
My
no
bad.
wrong with her.
I did hate the ponytail,
But
but
Gordon asks her about Candace, and I guess she says like, what did she
I don't
say? I
talk
don't know
to.
what she
She said,
said,
I
but
don't talk to that child.
yeah. But
hey,
they're actually good right now. But you never know when they watch these episodes back how they
go
perceive
back.
things
I know
and
that.
kind
I
of
feel like they all good now, but that's not the point. What we watching?
well, they know Giselle and Candace, they definitely good.
Mm.
They stay at odds.
Oh yeah. Well,
And Mia and Karen are not good for sure. Hey, so as an insider, I guess pre-news from what I heard. So you know how Robyn did not invite Wendy to this thing.
mhm.
Well, later on, she doesn't invite Karen and Wendy to something else. So
Wendy doesn't or Mia doesn't.
Robyn doesn't.
Oh,
Robyn is going to keep disinviting Wendy specifically and Karen too. So, yeah. So I don't know. It's going to be an interesting reunion. Decide to end up. We'll just see how that goes.
That's crazy.
But the family fun day from hell, I found this to be very boring. When I got there, they had three little Luna pans, some Dollar Tree, counter tablecloth on the damn wood,
flipping up.
and wind was blowing. I was just like, okay, this could have been better. One, it's on TV, and I mean, you want to do a little more. I mean, I'm sure they gave her a budget, and she got all this money. She want the prenup. She got plenty of money. You think it'll be nice, right? Ah,
Money
so
don't buy you class.
I see. So
Money.
everyone gets there. Jacqueline is there. She's there with her ex,
Her
and
PP.
she got her PP. What's called her? What is it? What was it called? PP.
Ding-a-ling. Oh, PP.
Her parent partner.
Parenting partner.
Parenting partner. Okay, so she arrives. She gets there, and then Robyn finds out that Wendy declined. She declined the invite. She reads a text message, and Karen finds out for the first time that they were not invited. And Karen was like, "This is not okay. Like, you should be bigger than that." And I thought they were going to get into it because Karen basically says like, because she wasn't there. She says that basically, I'm sick one day and y'all act the fool. Because do you think that she would have been able to change Robyn's mind? I don't think so.
I think so.
I feel like she would have been able to say enough for her to be like, Robyn, come on, like that ain't even cool.
Right.
She would have said it in that moment where the other ladies like sat there, and then Robyn had been like, okay,
Yeah,
fine, but I still don't like this bitch. Where because everybody else was like, well, we really don't like Wendy either. So
Right. That's where
she
it
ain't gotta
was.
come.
Anybody with children that was thinking about going should have been like, okay, okay, Robyn, that's
true.
chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody did.
And nobody said anything. And Candace wasn't, and remember, Candace wasn't there.
Right.
Because I feel like Candace would have said something too.
Yeah.
No, because honestly, I love Candace, but Candace should have said something when she got the phone call to bring the kids.
Yeah, but Candace would have said in that moment, Candace would have said something. After the fact, I probably would have been like Candace, like, all right, let me go tell this bitch what you just said.
Right. That's why
I would have been messy.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, she wasn't there. I mean, I guess to give everybody, because I mean, I'm sure Wendy downloaded her, but I mean, just to stay out of, I think she did all right.
Yeah. Okay. So Sharice arrives and Karen starts to coughing. Baby Karen, she's coughing. Do y'all think she started doing it because of Sharice?
No, I do not. When I looked at the clips, I thought that was the case because that's how they edited. But she really sounded like she needed a Z-Pack. Chest was sounding rattly.
Maybe them coughs was intense.
Them coughs was real, and she
it was giving cigarette cough.
Right, and she doing a potato sack and shit. She about 79 years old. Yeah, the bitch needed an inhaler, not a motherfucking Z-Pack. She needed an inhaler.
So y'all think my next question was, y'all think she really was sick?
Yes.
I think she really had allergies.
Allergies.
I mean, it was springtime. It was March.
I really think them was her. It sounded like allergies.
Well, she just had 102
fever, like a little nasally.
Yeah, I mean, she had 102 fever, so I thought she just was sick, like had a respiratory. She said she had a respiratory infection.
Yeah, I mean, she was pretty consistent. She was sick just a couple days before, right? So, I mean, just like a little hell. I got a little cough myself from my coming out.
You heard me just get something.
Right, it's still lingering. So hey, whatever.
It's still lingering.
Robo said, I don't think she needed to pretend. She already did a good job ignoring Sharice. She did pay Sharice. She didn't speak to her.
Yeah, paid her dust.
As she should.
And we know I don't like Karen. Like I do not, but I don't think that this was a shenanigan. I think she was just like, I don't feel good outside. We outside with all these damn kids.
Right. And she breathing hard. She didn't look like she was huffing and puffing, but she looked tired. So she did. But my thing is, I just don't. The thing about Karen, she can't ignore motherfucking. She dancing around Sharice and all that. But be real. I mean, just say what the issue is, because at the end of the day, it started to make me feel like she don't know what the issue is. She just don't like her. And then if you ain't gonna stand on 10 toes and tell a motherfucker you just don't like them, then you need to tell a reason. So
she keeping that for the end of for the mid season.
I just ran down,
making sure y'all stay entertained.
I mean, but they both are like Sharice is like constantly every time she gets around Karen, or Karen is not there, or Karen leaves, she makes a comment like, it's because of me. It's because of me. So it's like, okay, the same way Karen could say something if there's an issue, Sharice could be like, okay, well, why do you feel that way? Because obviously, if you keep feeling that way, you must either A, think you did something, or think that there's something lingering from the last time. And I mean, I guess it comes out. I guess we're going to find out, they're going to keep on avoiding each other. Sharice going to keep on coming in her two little clothes, her little Versace sets. They're going to keep on leaving.
Well, they keep bringing it up too, though. So it must be everybody else know what it is too, because they're like, she did it because you. I'm like, okay, Robyn, big headed.
Why am I listening? Not Robyn, big head ass.
That's like, girl, you from Chattanooga?
I am.
Sound like
real bad.
Girl, the Chat Town just came out.
My bad.
All right, so Candace arrives and she starts talking to Sharice. She pays Giselle dust. And Giselle don't really care. She getting paid dust. That's how she makes the comments that one of y'all mentioned about saying like, tell your man don't come in the room alone with a woman, something like that. Makes them come in. I'm like, okay, skunk head. And so Ashley arrives too, and Mia starts questioning her about the divorce, and she tells everybody that he has gotten a vasectomy, and she says that he has got a vasectomy because he thinks that she is trying to trap him. Basically, he thinks that she is trying to get pregnant again. I mean, that's the only reason. That's the only reason why I could see he would think that she want to get pregnant again, is to keep him around longer or something like that. I don't know, but that's what she was implying. Did I get that wrong? Or did y'all not get that from that?
I got that.
Okay, I'm like, I want to be, So then she talks about that, and she talks about how it makes her feel bad. I'm like, for one, I mean, I get having sex, but why does it seem like y'all are having more sex now than y'all was when y'all was supposed to be good? Because every conversation she talks about sex with him and wanting some, and last season when y'all were together and happy or whatever, y'all were in the hotel room, you had a cheetah dress on, and like, I don't understand. It's just kind of, she's all over the place. I think so, honestly. But the girls are just listening to her, and she talks about they have a talk about threesomes and how they we know they've had some, and Jacqueline comes in, and Jacqueline says that she's been there, done that, and her man, I guess, wanted to have a threesome, keep things spicy. And I just said the whole event was a flop. If I was Wendy and her kids, I would be glad that I wasn't invited and I didn't go, because realistically, it was kind of boring. There was
they had a better family fun day with just the five of them.
Right.
In the opening scene.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. But did y'all have thoughts on that whole vasectomy thing, or anything Ashley lied about when she was talking to Mia? Anything?
Everything. Like,
well, my favorite, I wanted to point out, is Cassie said something about it too. I like when Candace came in and she saw Grace. She said, "Oh my gosh, hi Grace!" Like, I thought that was so cute. She was like genuinely happy to see Giselle's daughter.
Yeah, I mean,
not the ankles. With the whole Ashley thing, I think it's weird that you're sad that this person you don't even want to be with anymore
Mm-hmm.
Got a vasectomy. Like, what do you care? And you should be happy because that means he's just gonna go around and not have a bunch of illegitimate kids.
I thought Mia was crazy for saying that.
You thought so?
I just think Mia steps out of line, but she doesn't get told. I mean, I just feel like it
I
was.
thought that was pretty accurate.
I mean,
And if he really I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but Ashley's kind of getting up there. He's out. He's kind of aging out of Ashley in his mind, and he can go get somebody younger for less trouble.
yeah. I mean, she's lying about something because, I mean, I honestly do get the vasectomy kind of just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Having the same dad and mom type of deal, you know what I'm saying? I get that to a certain extent. But if you're getting a divorce, why are y'all? I mean, why are y'all having sex?
Like that. Why are y'all having sex more during the divorce and separation process than y'all were in a relationship? And I'm only saying that because that's what she's put out there. She put that was just last season when she had that cheetah dress on and they were not having sex. Like that was what she talked about. And I know she had just had the baby. She had just had the second child. But yeah, it's a little weird to me. It's getting weird.
Getting weird.
Been weird.
I don't know.
But she's lying.
But did y'all see Ashley and Candace bonding? What Candace came and basically said that she felt like she was failing with the whole IVF journey right at this moment. And Ashley said that you're not failing, you know, it's just more work to be done. And she said she put her in her journal, I guess her little book or something like that. And they had a little moment where they were like bonding, this season they are on the better terms they've been on since Candace came to the season. I thought it was nice to see them kind of like bond until I saw the preview for next week.
I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake on site.
You thought it was fake?
And yeah, honestly, yeah, because I put you in my I put you in my journal and I sprinkle baby dust on it. Like
voodoo.
Girl, get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. You ain't put me in your journal.
I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, but I'm not trying to, keep up drama either. But it just doesn't. I'm not moved.
It was giving disembodied. And if you know Ashley, you know when she's being honest and when she playing in your face.
She
was playing in Candace's face because she saw Candace being vulnerable. And yeah, they might be better now or whatever. I don't care. In that moment, no, she was selling her fake bullshit, and then we see it immediately in the preview.
I just don't think that it's. I just don't. I've never thought that when it came to Ashley and Candace that Ashley was maybe when they first met up, like the very first scene. But I've never ever thought that Ashley has been genuine with Candace as a friend ever, or tried to like. That's why I feel like Candace was like acting out because she was just getting rejection from Ashley. And I really feel like she wanted to be her friend. So when I see moments like that with them two, I'm not trying to be biased because I do like Candace, but in the grand scheme of it, I always feel like Candace is being the most genuine between them. And I always feel like even after they get into it, that she would be the one to be like wanting to talk. But I just think that Ashley's just malicious when it comes to it. She got a bone to pick still.
Ashley don't like that black girl.
She don't like her.
She ain't never going to.
I think she just jealous that she got it seems at this moment she has probably the better white husband. Just jealous. That's all. She got the old wrinkled one.
She aged out of him too.
He old and he grab on men's booties and he just does all type of stuff. Oh, look at me. Crazy. He want to spill the tea. I have to keep some. Yeah, I can't spoil.
That's the after show.
I have to keep
I'm excited for that.
And don't call me on Instagram. I'm not giving it to you there either.
Wow.
Okay, so speaking of tea, so in that scene pretty much ends. Karen leaves or whatever, and she gets escorted out. They have Candace and Ashley has their moment. Then we get a scene where Ashley is driving. First of all, I ain't never really seen her driving around. I don't know where she's going. She ain't got no house in this neighborhood, so don't know where she's going. She's driving around, and she's on the phone because the story of her divorce and separation has leaked. And I really meant to go back. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at this right now while I'm talking to y'all. But I was just confused as she was at how long she thought it was going to, um, not get out about her whole divorce and separation. I mean, Love B. Scott put it out there. Who else was on All About the Tea? But if you are a follower of the Lean and you were following us at this time, we were actually the first blog to put it out there. They write up their blogs. We were the first blog to put it out there. I know that for a fact because we did a whole video on it, and then we had a couple shout outs. People started posting and giving us our credit. But I mean, she finds out it got out, and she is upset because she didn't get ahead of the story. And so she's reaching out to Michael. Michael's not answering. He's not responding, and she's confused. She says she keep hearing the doo-doo-dee. Your car cannot be complete this down, and she don't know what that means.
Maybe you blocked.
Right. Well, that just sound like. And so, what do y'all think? What was going through y'all mind? First, my question was, where the hell was she driving? It's like she literally was going around in circles, making left.
She was driving in circles.
You know how the path you take when you're doing a driver's ed test. That's what she was doing.
My god!
Like it was just like, where is she going?
Oh my god!
She was in a damn circle.
I feel like the only explanation just for the driving was she was looking for houses. She was looking for sale signs in the neighborhood.
Every time Ashley be on the phone, she looking for Michael though. I done seen her. No, for real. Every time
she was looking for Michael.
I to grab on too.
And she looking for Michael, like ringing him after the damn hotel thing, ringing him now after this, and every time she driving, that's what she doing. Looking.
Well, I'm just like, girl, I hope she get to her destination because she didn't. She was at that same stop sign at least 4 times.
No.
So, any thoughts on this whole moment, on how she found out about the story? How it got out, how she feels about it, and the other girl, her homegirl on the phone was just like, "Well, listen, at least it's out." That homegirl was like, "Girl, listen, we out. Ain't you glad it's out now? Damn, you're about the wrong thing." No. I don't know. Any thoughts?
She leaked it herself.
Oh my god,
she actually did leak herself.
I thought
who leaked it? Candace.
I can't tell you who leaked the story.
The Lean leaked it. No.
The Lean did leak it, but she in her thing, she wants to know like where did it come from, like who would leak it. But obviously somebody had to leak it from over from the Potomac camp to get over here. So yeah.
Well, she'll be all right because she watched.
Who knows? I don't know.
She talk a lot of shit about other people's shit. She aided and abided in the leakage of the whole barnyard throwdown. So whatever, she be all right.
Yeah.
Bring the receipts, Asian. Please.
At least this leak wasn't a lie. I mean, at least it was true.
And at the end of the day, nigga, we leaked that shit 7 years ago when we told you to divorce us.
Oh my god.
We did.
That is true. We been new. We called it. That's true.
This is not new news, ho. It's news to you.
Oh my
God. You wasn't going. We knew them little white babies.
You knew too. Her conniving ass.
Y'all. You caught it.
She knew. She been planning this shit. I'm gonna do 8 years, not 7. I'm gonna do 8.
Just to give me an extra year.
Just give me an extra year. Yeah, right. Crazy.
Oh, weird ass child.
I was gonna say weird. Damn, we in Corona.
Look at her.
Me and Sanaa. Look, we here.
Y'all don't see my bun and everything. Like
you need a basketball, sis. Just so you gotta hold it like
right. This. You can't just sit there you
put the ball up there in the clip. Hey,
we got those effects. I'm weak. And so that was the episode. We get a preview for next week. Next week, Wendy and Robin get into it again.
Who?
And she's Wendy and Robin. And Robin goes, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That happens, and then it looks like Candace and Ashley get into it again, and Ashley makes this comment. It was like, and she say, what she say?
Don't feel good, do
it? It don't. Yeah, it doesn't feel good, does it? And I was like, oh wow. See now, I see you right. she couldn't wait to throw it in her face.
But that's how you know she ain't got no homegirls, because baby, that's not tea. Like, you lying isn't tea.
Right. Right.
Like, no, it don't. It feels fine because you're a vindictive bitch.
Right.
Like,
I can't stand a bitch that got something in the holster. Always waiting on you. Just waiting. I can't wait till this bitch cross the line. I'm gonna pull this motherfucker out quick. You know what I'm saying? So when Ashley did that, she been waiting on that type of news to go, you know what I'm saying? Oh, so it don't feel good, do it. Like, that's what I'm saying when I say, like, she always has malicious intents when it comes to her. Like, every time Candace lets her guard down, she always do some shit that be
Ashley's always the reason why they fall back out. Every time.
Yeah.
every time. Ashley always the reason they fall out. Ashley the reason they not friends.
Yeah.
And
then my thing is why Ashley is also a bit trash for this, because when she sat down with Candace in that scene, she first told her about the whole hotel thing. She didn't say that then. So it looks like she gonna say this in front of the group. And I think who said this? Sass K or Dr. C? Somebody said something that basically in this scene, it looks like she's driving to Candace's house to have one of the next scenes in the next episode. Because there's a one-on-one scene next week between them two as well. But this little comment, it seems like she makes it later with the group. So I don't know, child. This Candace and Ashley thing, child, it's getting about as tired as Nene and Kenya and all of them. You kind of like, all right.
It's tired. It's tired because of the way that it keeps coming about. It keeps coming about because Ashley is like, oh, got her.
Yeah, right. She ain't let that shit go.
It's like, it's really never Candace's fault. Let it be Candace's fault. So we got another, we can actually pick a side. But no, it's always you dusty shit.
It's like they take 2 steps up, 3 steps back, and
5 steps back.
You know what I'm saying? And it just
next week they went from, oh my God, thank you. I put you in my book. And girl, you got this IVF journey to you are a disgusting, lying ass bitch.
Yeah.
Just
fast. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
It happens. Like, that's what happens when you keep trying to pander to them white girls. Like, I can't.
And there it is, folks. Thank you for leaning it. No, just playing.
At some point, I'm about to start blaming Candace. Like, Candace, this shit is your fault.
I mean,
you're trying to be friends with this weed.
Right. I mean, I get it. At this point, it is getting old. So, you know what I'm saying? They work together. So might as well try to have, camaraderie or whatever. But at the grand scheme of it, if you always looking at my downfall, every time I do a misstep, you're the first one to speak on it. Like, even when Ashley wasn't there in situations, she had the biggest thing to say and had to make it about her. She's not over it. But what she needs to be over is living under the bridge and making sure that she gets this money and worry about money.
She really didn't get the house, so.
No, she ain't getting the house. She said she ain't getting the house because everybody keeps putting in bids. Girl. So what it sounds like is that he ain't giving that much money. Because if he really wanted that house, they would try to outbid. But he clearly putting in his little cash off or whatever he put in is getting trumped by all these different people. That's a problem.
Oh, ain't no cash offers happening. Ain't no cash offers happening because they wouldn't need the loan.
Yeah,
very much so.
Exactly.
Oh, you talking to if I don't do shit else, I do real estate, baby.
Right.
And if Ashley don't do anything, Ashley thinks she's smarter than she actually is, and it's gonna make us look dumb every single time. Ashley is not.
How long y'all think this little divorce separation gonna go on?
17 years.
No, I think she got another next season gonna be about it. But I think next season gonna be about it too. Like they probably gonna either move forward, like they're gonna be in the middle of it, or they're gonna be trying to reconcile.
She's not getting no money. And the moment she realizes that's when it's gonna be over.
I mean, it's just like being honest. Like Karen's had like 3 houses in that motherfucker rent. She can rent, she can rent to own, and she's had so many houses. I know that she can find something that's gonna accommodate her and 2 little kids. So Ashley,
that penthouse where she at right now.
Dust Bunny. Get your
Dust Bunny. Dust Stingy Bunny. All right, y'all. We got some callers in the queue. We gotta move to the callers.
Bring them in, cause
it's time to bring in our callers. Before I let them on, of course, hit that like button and subscribe. I know y'all have seen Sass K to ask y'all nicely to like this video. Please do. It's Halloween. And also, shout out to everybody. I did see many of the birthday wishes last week where I really appreciate it. Thank y'all for doing that. I was drunk as hell. And I was supposed to call in for Beverly Hills last Wednesday, but I was so drunk I like literally passed out. So, but it's a great birthday. So like this video, subscribe. You're gonna get our first callers on. This is the end of our Potomac review, and our first caller is going to be Kyra. What's going on, Kyra?
Hi.
Birthday! I'm happy you had a great birthday. We missed you.
I did. What you got? For us?
I feel like I'm not the Giselle thing's a different thing, but I feel like Candace plays the show right because people would be ragging on her. She never let anything go, like they're already doing with this Giselle situation, and it's only been an episode after she was told. Generally, so I think that's what we do when our reality stars to do. You have a fight, and then you want to see them move through it, which is why Robyn is very annoying because this fight between her and Wendy happened last year, and there was a whole reunion, and you're still trying to pick another fight because you're not over the last one. Like. That's what she's doing there. I'm very much so aware that Football Head has been tanning a lot. The homegirl has been coming out a lot. You know, it does pique my interest. And I feel like I'm fine with her having a sponsor, but to me, it really gets annoying when people say that she's so open and honest. She's not open and honest because she didn't tell us that relationship was open until season 5, and she was on there since season 1. She has been lying and putting up a facade since she has been on this show. And I do think she thinks she is smarter than Michael. But I always tell everyone, I think, is really infatuated with that man. I'm trying to feel like maybe the separation wasn't her. This was a conspiracy theory I popped into my head while Asia was reading her. I kind of almost feel like Michael is the one who wants the separation. He doesn't care that Ashley is telling everyone it's her. And then, they both just get tired of it. And it just never really actually happens. But I feel like kind of maybe Michael put his foot down. He really wanted that girl in Miami. He got really annoyed. He's like, I'm ready to separate. I don't care what you tell people. Let's go off. Because I don't know why she was so freaked out about people demonizing Michael when I'm like, he has done these things. Like, people are going to talk about that when it's been like your whole tenure on this show. So I truly feel like this was his moment, like the same way he kicked her out of that concrete city into that sweatbox one year. I truly think he was having a moment and went a little too far, but now just playing out as a storyline because he doesn't want to be on the show anymore, which is why they are still living in that place even now after the season has already been filmed and is now airing. Because that doesn't make any sense to me. You're supposed to have all this money, she's supposed to be so smart, and she has to have her own money unless she's letting Michael take it and putting to whatever account. Why would you not just at least get a townhouse yourself or something, and just fight to get the money that you think you deserve from your marriage? Which I'm perfectly fine. Get your money. I just don't think that she is smarter than Michael. And also, the East Coast is not friendly with divorces the same way California is. So people need to realize that because a lot Maryland does not do common law. Those places are not 50-50 like that. So those are my thoughts.
Okay, no, I think that's pretty valid. On one end, I feel as though she is smart. On the other end, I feel like he has a plan and he's gonna get her.
Yes.
But I hope that she comes out, regardless of how much I like her. She may not act or look, like a black woman that she is, but because of Sheila, I want Sheila to come out on top.
You want Sheila to come out on top?
Sheila's what gets her by, honestly.
Sheila, I love me some Sheila.
Ashley is okay.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know. She's too infatuated with him. I think she will let him just run this race.
I agree that I think that
the money, Kai. She ain't infatuated with that gremlin.
I think that they have nasty, sloppy, hot, sweaty.
Okay, all right. Next caller. We gotta go next caller, Kyra. All right. Thank you for calling. Okay, Kyra.
Bye.
All right, our next caller is going to be Mel. What's going on, Mel?
Hi, Mel.
Hi, Asia. How you doing? Hi, Jasmine. Hello.
Hey, Mel.
You know what? For me, I just think that, for me personally, I think that Ashley is, I don't know, I feel like the storyline's a little fake to me. I don't feel like I think it's just a made up thing. Because for me, I don't understand why she would have not gone to Monique, get the videotape, and take it to her lawyer. I'm trying to figure out why she wouldn't get the footage. So that way she can now go to a lawyer and get the money. So that
allegedly.
Oh yeah, that's right. Allegedly. We're gonna use this. We want no legs over here. But for me, for me, I don't understand that. She can, it just seems very fake to me. And also, I want to say, Candace, I love her. That's the reason why I came to Lee in the first place, because I love that woman so much. And I think that for me, she doesn't start anything really. She doesn't start these issues with Ashley. Ashley sits there, and she just keeps on picking at her. Every time. Even when she was a couple of years ago, when they all forced her to apologize to Ashley, basically, and she was there, and then at the end of the season, she came up with that nasty letter that she wrote for Monique. So I think that it's just the same thing over and over again. So I think that Ashley has an obsession with Candace, in my opinion. I think that she's obsessed with her. I think that she's, she's not letting go. And she's always smiling when she has these issues. She's always laughing and stuff like that. But if you're really serious about what you feel, be serious about it. Don't be up there mocking things and smiling. I just can't take it seriously. I'm sorry. She just comes up as a joke to me. And I think that Robyn, she's very protective of her partner. I mean, of her friend with Giselle. I think she's very protective of her.
Right partner.
Yeah, it was a Freudian
Her roommate,
life partner, allegedly. But I think for me, I just feel like she's very protective of her. And last year was last year, so this year to not invite Wendy's children to that very lame, tired, disgusting little event. As I said in the chat, I've seen better events thrown for the immigrants coming from Texas. Like, I don't understand. Allegedly. I mean, all I saw down there on her event was just dirt and grass. I mean, there was nothing there, but there was never enough food down there. So, you know what? She's terrible. She's terrible and tragic. And I hope she gets a better personality. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, makes sense. Listen, so do you think Robyn is doing a lot this season? You feel like she's kind of like,
I think,
because I hate to say a lot, because we've said Robyn ain't bringing it, but even with what she's doing, I don't think she's still ain't bringing it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's like,
for me, I'll be honest with you. The time I enjoyed her the most, I felt that she was the most authentic with season 1. When
season 1, yes, I agree.
She was bothered. She showed up at I know somebody's home, and she was upset with Ashley for being nosy, and that seemed real. Other times she's been very muted. She's gotten aggressive sometimes with the girls with umbrellas and things like that. But I think this year she came in on one basically, and I don't understand it, and I just don't understand what. I think that if it's real, then maybe Wendy, in the unedited footage, she really cut her to the core with some of her reads, basically, for last year about her marriage. Even Andy was getting her together at the Watch What Happens Live. He was like, well, when are you getting married? She said, well, you're going to see on the show. He said, wait a minute, the show's been filmed. It's done. It's wrapped. We're not going to see it this year. So, she's not giving anything. So she has to stir the pot and be petty against children, so.
Which is sad. Not a man, Bill.
It is. But you know what? I'm going to let y'all enjoy the rest of your Halloween. I was saying in the chat, I'm loving the Disney night theme. I love Miss Jasmine, but I see the Cruella and I see Woody. I mean, Cortez is giving me like 13 years old Woody. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I am.
Yes. Okay. I'm 20 years older than that, but I love to being called 13.
You look like a little kid. All right.
All right, Mel. Thank you for calling. Okay. Happy Halloween.
Okay.
I'm Monica from loving basketball, so I don't know what
he
now
said.
You Monica because you was some high.
He said love basketball ain't Disney, so he don't know what you on.
I mean,
that's what he said. No, we're gonna say you somebody who are you? Who else could you be from Disney based off what you got on?
I mean, I am a basketball player.
That's not on Disney. You wanted the characters from Hamilton.
I didn't see it.
Harry Potter. You from Harry Potter?
Is that Disney?
That ain't Disney. It's on Disney Plus, no? Okay, anyway, next caller.
I'm a dreamer.
What's going on, DVCO?
Hey guys, look, I got it for y'all. Jasmine is Kiki Palmer off Jump In. That can be her Disney character.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to help you out, Jasmine. I'm trying to help you out.
Thank you, Denise.
Oh,
but no,
okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, let me see.
You fine. I just find Robyn so irritating, but I mean, she's been like this since season 1, so I mean, this is kind of like no different. It's just like she's trying real hard to have a problem with Wendy. Like, girl, is you still mad from last year? And it's just like you really can't be mad about that either because you jumped in that argument. Nobody was talking to you. She was talking to Giselle, and in true boring Robyn fashion, she has to jump in and defend her girlfriend and got ate up right along with her. So it's just like, how are you mad at her for something that you involved yourself in? You involved yourself in that. So therefore you can't be mad because she trashed your relationship and all that, because in the grand scheme of things, as Jasmine say, that's what y'all was doing to her. So it's just like the fact of the business is all of this is your fault. So who can you be mad at other than you, Robyn? And not inviting the kids, that was
Right.
kind of petty. That was wrong. She should have just put her pride to the side and invited her and the kids and stuff like that. That was wrong. Karen definitely was being fake. That was not a real call. She just don't want to be around Sharice, and I just wish she just say that. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. You don't like Sharice. I don't think nobody likes Sharice. I think we could have all did without Sharice.
Jasmine likes Sharice.
And you're one person.
Oh, Chase likes Sharice too. I think. Don't he
I
like?
don't mind her.
Wait a damn.
I really like that campaign room. I like rich bitch vibes, and Sharice does at least give that. That's
Well,
them,
yeah, that's true, but
them ginormous
He
titties.
gives
That's,
rich
that's
bitch
the biggest.
vibes.
I got money staple.
Yeah, big tits. All
I'm
right.
I'm like you, Cortez. And
That's
as far as Ashley and Candace is concerned, that's what the previews for next week when Candace called her a lying, vindictive bitch brought me so much joy, because I agree with her. This is why I feel like this whole Chris narrative is a bunch of bullshit. Because what was all like, if he was just being this flirty and all this other stuff, like why this ain't been came out? He been on the show all this time, and now all of a sudden, because of this one little DM, now all of a sudden, now Giselle got a story, now Mia got a story, now Ashley coming with another story. It's just all a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. Like a prime example of year after year, her and Giselle coming after folks' marriage. Maybe if they found a husband that they actually liked, they would be able to mind their own damn business and stay out of other folks' relationships, especially Giselle. Maybe she had a man and was getting some good, decent, every day. She wouldn't be so involved in other folks' shit. And I agree with y'all when y'all said earlier, just like maybe if you stuck with the I'm uncomfortable because he's a married man and we were in a hotel room by ourselves. Okay, that's cool. Like, we understand that. I think, well, I don't know, because I'm cool with my friend's boyfriend, so I wouldn't probably feel like that, but I get what she's trying to say, especially with them being on the reality show, but then adding in all the other nonsense and trying to make it seem like he basically really was trying to do that when all he was doing was talking about basically Nikki basically pissed him off. Girl, how does that equal? Like, I'm still waiting on something that we missed. I'm still waiting on something.
Demetrio, how you know he was talking about Nikki?
No, I'm saying, when he asked to talk to Giselle in her room, that was after the whole Nikki thing, when she was like basically kind of trashing Candace.
He was. I did hear that he was upset, very upset at the whole Nikki segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it. You can see it. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can see it there, but there was some stuff that apparently they cut out that he may have said that wasn't heard, but was heard on the production floor. That makes sense. So,
right. Yeah. So,
but I don't know if he was venting to her about that, but I do know he was not happy with the whole Nikki segment. So, yeah.
Right, and they did show the clip from the reunion when he was wanting to speak to her and stuff like that, and it wasn't like, oh, I want to be alone with you, Giselle. Like, no, it was because he was upset about what had just took place on the reunion. It was clear. So it was just the fact that she's still trying to spin this narrative. It's just like Giselle is just one pathetic, miserable, disgusting human being.
Okay. On that note, we got another call to Demetrio. Thank you.
All right.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween, Demetrio.
All right. What's going on, Lisa? Happy Halloween, honey. Lisa.
Oh, hell
no. Lisa, we over here.
How you doing? How man?
Lisa. Hello.
How y'all doing? Yeah. I was just waiting my turn. My fault. Now let's get started. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Robyn was dead wrong. Robyn was so wrong for not inviting Rennie to the family fun day. Now I've been on other platform. Everybody keeps saying that this party was a fair. I say supposed to be for fun. She didn't tell them to come to no major event. She said supposed to be fun. You know what I'm saying? But they was out there having fun. They be jumping around and all that right there. It supposed to be fun for kids, okay? If you want to go to adult situation, you should went to adult, okay? And then make them about adults, okay? When you have fun with kids, you supposed to make it fun. Now she should at the table, set a little more with the food. Yes, she should have. Other than that, it supposed to be fun. They supposed to be out there jumping around, pulling rope and all that other stuff, okay? It supposed to be fun, fun,
I'm
fun.
gonna say
And
this, real Lisa. Let me say this to you real quick. So yes, it is about fun. However, the event itself, I feel like they was in. I feel like they were in Giselle's driveway from last season. It was definitely a
Ooh.
park, but for it to be a televised event, I just feel like I mean, even in the confessionals, they had said it was unorganized. It was no structure. It seemed like maybe some she would. It wasn't. It seemed like it wasn't thoroughly planned out or thought through. And for example, I know everybody's not a good. Huh?
Like I said,
Go ahead.
y'all ain't even. I had something in the park like that. I ain't inviting y'all folks because my
Well,
stuff
yeah,
might
don't
be
invite
looking
me
like
because I'm
this.
gonna read it.
Please, I will talk about your event.
She could have
That's why,
put a little more effort.
Asia, that's why
She
you
could
ain't
have put a little more
coming.
effort. I'm sorry.
Okay? Cause that be like Robin right there. Okay, we
Thank
still
you.
gonna have some food. We gonna have some food, and they're gonna be looking like that, something like that, flying everywhere, play flying. So I make sure that if we just having fun out there. Okay, that's what it's supposed to be
Yeah.
fun. Okay, I'm not doing all
I
that.
don't think anybody had fun though.
Thank
Karen got
I'm not,
sick.
I'm not finna go get no caterer. I'm not finna go get no event planner. That's gonna have
You
time
gotta
for
have no
come in
caterer.
from the store.
She could have put something on the grill.
We not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. But y'all, okay, we out there having fun. We got hot dogs, we got hamburgers. I got them covered up.
my phone.
I
That's
got it
talking
covered
to.
up. We got potato salad and everything covered up. So when you get ready, baby, that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a fun day. And like I said, only thing I didn't like about it what Robin did to Wendy, she should have never did that. I think she was dead wrong for that. And so she ought to be that's the minus right there for her. Talking about remember for Auntie Candace, okay? Auntie Candace ain't picking up them kids. Them kids don't know Auntie Candace like that. No, we ain't doing all. We ain't doing all that. We ain't doing all. We ain't doing all that right there. And I don't know why, baby. Cherie, Robin, and everybody, Kev do not like Cherie. Okay, I'm telling y'all what it is. It's something like that same thing like she did in Monique. She right here run her mouth about what Kevin is doing. But who went out of town? Who we ain't got to the real subject yet, but we soon gonna get to it, okay? And I can't wait to see Kevin stand up and tell said, "Bitch, I will whoop your ass about my marriage." I can't wait to see that. I'm having my popcorn, my liquor. I got to see
Oh,
that. But you know what I'm
okay.
saying? Them other than that, like that, and I don't feel sorry for Ashley. I do not. Girl, you're a grown ass woman. Let's figure this shit out, okay? Grown ass woman. Get your ass a lawyer like your uncle said and figure this stuff out, okay? You got money. I know you got money. You've been on the show 7 years. I know you got them. They said them Bravo checks is good. I heard now. I heard from the grapevine. Them Bravo checks are good. So you know she got paid. Okay, she got paid. You know what I'm saying? I think what the problem of, I think the problem of this shit comes back yo in the ass. That's why you can't really can't stand Kane because Kane came and took your place. Ash used to be the shade of shit, and she ain't shade of shit no more.
Mm.
So that is fine right there. Other than that, baby, judging that, I ain't got
First
no more
person
for
to say that,
judging
Lisa.
I ain't got no more for judging that and melting face. Okay,
Oh my
Who is
God.
judging that?
melting face, melting face can go sit
Giselle.
down somewhere.
Oh,
And G,
oh, Giz. Okay, okay,
judging
okay,
that
okay.
is Giselle.
I
Talking
got it.
about, but I don't. That can mess with my boy Chris. I do not like them kind of messing my boy Chris. That is still my boy. I still like him, but like Eddie said, man, they come after Chris. He was like,
They
wow.
did.
He said they unfair. He unfair them. And they coming
He
after
did.
him now. Yeah, next week now. I told you. I always knew this thing with Ashley and Candy ain't gonna last. And next week we
Mm.
gonna see this. We gonna see Candy get into that ass.
We gonna see.
I like when she get into the ass now. I like when she get into the
Eddie
ass.
said, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you."
All right, Lisa. We
Yeah.
got we got one last call. I gotta let you go. Okay.
Okay, go ahead, baby. Happy
Thank you
Bye,
for calling in. All
Halloween.
Lisa.
right.
I
Don't
miss you,
scare us
Cortez.
like
Happy
that again when
Day,
you come on
Cortez.
camera.
Thank you.
Don't do that no
Love you.
more.
All right.
Bye.
All right. I'm gonna let this last caller on. She did join the queue a little late, but it's the last caller. So, Tawana, you're gonna be our final caller. Get it in and get it out, okay? So we can get out of here. What you
Not
got
get
for us?
that guy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Okay.
Hi, Tawana.
Hi, I'm doing fine.
Fine.
Okay, so number one, um, Robin was wrong for not inviting Wendy kids, but I'm happy Wendy didn't waste her gas money because the party was not that.
It was
So
off. It was off.
she was wrong for that, but I'm happy her and her kids didn't show up because it would have been a waste of their time. Um, I do not think Karen was being fake about her being sick because even before Sharice got there, as soon as Karen got to the field, she said, "Why y'all got me out here and I got these allergies?"
Mm,
So that was one of the first things she said when she walked up to greet the girl. So I do not think she was
yeah.
faking when it came to that.
Mm.
Um,
Valid.
I think that I really want to know why Mia and Jackie fell out, but I'm thinking that they fell out because Mia seems like she doesn't want Jackie to be friends with the other girls because when she was in the car talking to Gordon, she was like, "You know Jackie's coming and her and Robin are real cool." And I'm kind of like, "This is my friend." And we know that Jackie has a connection with Robin, and it seems like Jackie and Candace are cool. So I think Mia is jealous that her friends, that the girls seem to like Jackie more than they like Mia. And another thing, do you guys think they're gonna address the Robin and Giselle comments that they made about James Harden on this season? About his beard and him smelling like fried chicken?
Oh yeah.
Cause that candle
Was it
kind of
on
just,
their on their podcast, right?
yeah, it was on their podcast, but it happened during the taping of this season, and the scandal kind of just came and went. So I'm wondering, like, are they gonna address that on this season?
Probably not, Tawana. I ain't even gonna lie because the show, like, I feel like because it happened outside of the show and it wasn't as big of a scandal that it could have been, that the producers are gonna be like, it's not enough gas for us to really care about it.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense.
I
It
mean,
did. Oh, go ahead.
it came and
Sorry.
went like you said. No, I'm just saying it came and went like you said. So I don't think they're gonna really pay it any attention, especially because it
I
happened.
think I agree. Robo's Adventure said probably at the reunion. I think they'll probably bring it up there.
Yeah.
I don't see it coming up in the season. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's not storyline worthy, but nobody else on the cast. So let's, for example, if that was Ashley or Candace or Wendy or Karen saying that, Giselle and Robin will make it a thing to be on the show, and they would drag it out on the show. Nobody else on the cast is like that pressed and thirsty like Giselle and Robin to drag something like that out. You know what I'm saying? So I think if somebody else was on the cast like that, then sure. But I think it'll probably be addressed at the reunion. But honestly, I forgot about it till you said so.
You right.
Okay.
Tawana, it wasn't that much of a story.
I forgot because you know I only watch their show and I don't. I'm sorry. I mean, listen to their show. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, me neither. And one more thing, I was kind of sad about Candace and Ashley because I really liked them together. I was rooting for them because they have the most in common. They have the singing in common. They both like to sing. They're both young. They both did pageants. They're both black girls married to white men.
That's the
So
only thing they have in
They are
common.
not both black girls married to white men.
Right.
I
Oh,
consider
you're right.
Ashley.
Because one is divorced, right?
You know,
One ain't
still-
really black.
I know. Or her kicking and screaming like, oh.
but this was a good episode. This season looks like it's gonna be really good. But
Yeah.
good night and happy
All right, thank you,
Halloween.
Talia, Tawana. Okay.
It
Thank
was
you.
a very nice voice on the panel for sure.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Good night.
Not-
Okay. That was our last call for today, and that it ends our little Halloween episode. I wish we'd had some more games and stuff, child, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I am still exhausted from this goddamn trip. But nonetheless, good. It was the episode to me was okay, but our review to me was better. Shout out to Robo's Adventure for the super chat, and was said. Thanks for another great review. Love the costume so far. It feels like Wendy and Karen are doing their own individual shows, and everyone else on the Real Housewives of Potomac. But good episode so far. I agree. This episode was not because last week's episode surprised me. It was actually really good. This one was a little slower, but I think there's a lot more to come, especially when they go on their first trip, which should be coming up soon. Because when they go to Miami, that's probably gonna be like episode like 7, maybe 7, 8, maybe. It goes down. That's when the whole throw glass, the drinking stuff. So I'm ready for it. But with that being said, we're ready to lean out. Good episode, a good review or whatever. Tomorrow, Married to Medicine, Chase is going to be out. Chase getting ready for his birthday, child. It's Scorpio season.
Yes.
And so I will be hosting Married to Medicine. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I have not watched an episode in a week. So, what?
Wow.
But I'm going to just moderate the show and give my little opinions on just where they see fit for Married to Medicine. Because I ain't gonna lie, I have not been keeping up with this with the season, but I'll watch last year's episode.
I'm gonna call in for Married to Medicine tomorrow.
Hey, I may just let Jasmine host the chat because she can know a whole lot more than me. But yeah, tomorrow, Married to Medicine. Salt Lake City, we'll be back Thursday. I was out obviously the last 2 weeks, and we will cover those episodes on Thursday. And then with that being said, let's lean out, like the video, subscribe, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Good night.
Good
and
night.
Halloween. Enjoy our costumes. Good night, y'all. Let us know what y'all think Jasmine is in the comments.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.